trying to keep it together. But anyway, this is probably the most vulnerable that I have been on my channel. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome. That little glare is gonna get on my nerves. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. Please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. And if you are not new here, thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my videos. Y'all, my last tripod got thrown away. So if the video is a little shaky, it's because I have not yet purchased a new one. But anyway, this video is kind of just an update, a general life update, because I know I really haven't did like a real sit down video in a while. So I just want to come on here and talk about that. Moving into this apartment, this actually is my first time moving out completely alone. The last time I lived by myself was like for one semester while I was still in college, and I don't really count that because I didn't have no real bills, so I don't really count that. So I decided to do this for several reasons, but one of them is, you know, you always hear the saying, everybody needs to live on their own at least once in their life, and I definitely agree with that because you really get to know who you are when you're by yourself. You know, I always had a roommate, you know, or shared a room, so you never really get true alone time, which of course I have King now, but you know, that still gives me time to be able to figure out me and, you know, work on me. So that's part of the reason why I did it. It has been a big adjustment. I did cry on the first day because I was overwhelmed, frustrated with just how the whole moving process went. Like, it just didn't go exactly how I planned it, which nothing is gonna go completely smoothly, you know. So, and I actually did that when I first went to college too. When everybody ended up leaving after helping me move, I cried then too. So I don't know, I guess just feeling alone or whatever, but it's been a big adjustment. We went from a townhouse to an apartment. So going from, you know, being able to yell and talk as loud as you want to getting a noise complaint, and then, you know, having a toddler, so it makes it harder to try to be quiet or whatever. So that's a big adjustment. I don't know if I'm going to be here much longer because of that, and I've thought this about all apartments too. You know, I used to be one of those people that did the noise complaints, you know, if somebody was stomping above me too loud, but we live on the 3rd floor over here, so it's fine. Ooh, look at the sun, look at God. But anyways, I kind of feel bad now because I used to get mad at these people who had kids, and this is off the subject, but that's how I do when I'm telling stories, I'm sorry. I used to get mad and make complaints about these people who, girl, I swore up and down they was abusing their kids, honey. Like, I swore up and down. I thought about calling CPS and everything, but having my own child, I now realize that kids, you know, they're a lot. They can be loud. You know, King won't get his way and will yell and scream to the top of his lungs like somebody is hurting him. So I understand now, but the people that live below us are the ones who made the noise complaint, and I didn't understand because you have a kid and you see me with my child, so it's hard to contain a child. What is that on my nose? So I didn't understand, you know, why they made the noise complaint knowing that I have a child. It's only so much you can do to keep a toddler quiet, you know what I mean? So I didn't understand that. And then I've always been paranoid in apartment complexes. Like, oh my gosh, am I walking too hard? Am I talking too loud? Like, feeling like people can hear my conversations because of how close we are, you know? So, you know, that was a mistake on my end, but you live and you learn. It's been an adjustment for King as well because I noticed this is a confession, you know, King sleeps with me 90% of the time. You know, I love it. Well, I used to really love it when he was very small, but now he's bigger, so it's not as much fun. So, At one, you know, I do try to put him in his crib and stuff, but he either will just cry. So anyway, why did I talk? Oh, it's been a big adjustment for him because kind of just follows me around and waits on me to go to sleep. Like he has to be really tired to fall asleep by himself. It's gotten better now. He'll play by himself now and stuff, but I'm still trying to get him to sleep in his bed now because I'm like, honey, you sleep too well, you kick. I end up not getting no good sleep. So as far as that goes, that's how it's been for him. And then I think I told y'all already, we live further away from his daycare. So we have to get up a little bit earlier, which that's fine, you know, whatever. So far, it's been good living by myself. I'm just trying to, you know, learn me and figure me out. I never really took the time to really do that. It's pretty much what this video is about. I thought it was going to be like this long drawn out video, but I got a few more things I want to talk about too, but it's unrelated to this video. So we're going to keep it short and simple for now. So until next time, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.
Much later.
Okay, I'm in the process of editing right now, so I just wanted to throw this in there because it was a few days after I filmed the first video. Obviously, in this video, you know, I'm going to be very upset, but I decided to record because it was obviously how I was feeling in that moment. So I was going to stop initially recording after the first video, but after that happened, I was like, well, this definitely relates to the first part of the video, you know, talking about so far, you know, my experience with living on my own. So I just wanted to add that in there. If y'all don't want to see me, you know, upset and going on a little rant, then just skip past it. Just be done right here. But yeah, this is the second part, a few days after. Okay, I'm trying to keep it together. But anyway, I am not the type of person to do this. Like, I'm not the type of person to get on here. This is probably the most vulnerable that I have been on my channel. In one of the videos, I know I talked about how I'm probably not going to be here, you know, at this apartment much longer. I just got back in not too long ago, and I was coming up the steps. Mind you, I had a box in my hand, okay? So I was coming up the steps, somebody was coming down the steps. And anyway, they acted like it just killed them to move. You know, I said excuse me and everything, but they like didn't even acknowledge me, didn't even, you know, they just didn't. And so I really hate that I'm like this, but you know, I'm an overthinker, you know. I just overthink a lot of things. So with that comes with me replaying scenarios in my head. If something happened, if I said something, like sometimes certain interactions I just replay in my head and be like, oh my gosh, did I sound stupid, you know, oh my goodness. So anyway, that's one of those situations that I just replayed in my head because initially it really made me mad because it's like I'm the one with the box. I didn't even have to say excuse, like, I don't know. This is probably gonna sound stupid when I go back and edit, but I just wanted to talk about it now since it just happened. But that was one of the reasons that I'm just like, I'm not gonna be here much longer because I'm not gonna stay somewhere where I do not feel welcomed. I'm not gonna stay somewhere where I'm paying bills at where somebody's complaining. You know I mentioned the noise complaint, but to me, I would have accepted it better if they would have came to me directly and just said, hey, we know you just moved in, we know you have a little one, you know, but we can hear the noise, it's a little loud, it's a little excessive. I would have felt better about that than them going directly to the office, because now that's on record and it makes me look like I'm in the wrong when I'm not. Anybody that has a child, you cannot make a child be quiet. I'm not going to be somewhere that I'm paying bills at that I'm uncomfortable at. I'm not going to do it. And that is the second interaction I've had with somebody where I just don't feel welcomed. I'm not saying you have to kiss my butt. You don't have to speak to me. You don't. I've lived in an apartment complex where I felt welcome, but to deliberately sit there like it kills you to get out of my way when I'm the one that has a big box is ridiculous. Anybody, if you are going to move into an apartment, you live around hundreds of people, you're not going to ever get complete silence. You're not going to ever not hear noise because you live around literal hundreds of people. So when people get mad and to the point where any little thing is gonna make you go make a noise complaint, you should have thought about moving into a house, because rent is just as much as a house at this point. So you should have just moved into a house. I'm just upset right now. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this in there, but I just had to say that because I was really excited to be moving on my own and trying to figure me out. But I cannot do that in an environment where I don't feel comfortable, I don't feel welcomed. I'm not going to be able to truly work on me and find me in this type of environment. I'm just not. I can't even walk around the way I want to because I'm scared that they're gonna hear me and complain about that. I'm not gonna live like that. I'm not.